Hey guys, GameBall06 here, and we're back with another video. In this video, I'll be doing another set of thumbnail images. In this video, I'll be discussing the similarities between Boruto and Naruto characters, Sarada Uchiha, and Mitsuki. I think I briefly mentioned this before, but Boruto and Naruto have similarities in terms of their personalities, but they're still fundamentally different as people. That goes for a lot of characters in this series. I'll be talking more deeply about Mitsuki and Sarada, and I might discuss Kaoki in a future video. In terms of the characters who are related to the previous characters of the series, we got Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, Shikadai, Inojin, Cho-Cho, and Himawari. At least those are the ones I can think of at the moment. I already discussed Boruto and Naruto similarities in the Boruto Speedpaint, so I'll focus on some of the other characters. We'll start with Shikadai. Personality-wise, Shikadai doesn't have any obvious traits from Temari. Temari is bold and can be abrasive in some aspects. She's blunt and generally is tough emotionally. Shikamaru, at the start of Naruto, was lazy and unmotivated and thought of everything as a drag. Shikadai definitely inherited the aspect of Shikamaru's personality and has even used that same phrase a multitude of times throughout the series. One scene that stands out is when Shikadai and Shikamaru simultaneously think that's a drag or something along those lines. In terms of their combat abilities, most of Shikadai's fighting comes from the Nara's shadow manipulation techniques. He can use wind style like Temari, but it isn't his primary weapon in combat. He uses strategy in order to come out on top in his conflicts. Inojin is more like Sai in his personality and uses his techniques when it comes to fighting. He's blunt, socially inept, and comes across as a cocky brat who believes he's above everybody. This is how Sai came across when he joined Team 7 to replace Sasuke in Naruto Shippuden. Because of what Sai has learned throughout the series, he's able to guide Inojin to understanding the deeper meaning behind certain things in life, and he quickly matures into a proper shinobi. He does learn to use mind transfer jutsu, and that becomes one weapon in his arsenal, but he doesn't really use it all that much in combat. Cho-Cho is just like Choji in terms of how she fights and her love for food. Heck, she and Choji go to Ichiraku Ramen every month and compete against each other to see who can eat the most bowls. What's more shocking is that Hinata is the glutton queen in that regard. To be fair though, there's an ending segment of Naruto Shippuden where Hinata wins a ramen eating contest. That's really shocking given how Naruto basically lives and breathes ramen. And that's my take on the new Inoshika specifically. As for Himawari, she has Hinata's fierceness, which explains why she's the only one to ever awaken the Byakugan without intense training, along with Naruto's general attitude. Like Naruto, she has the gift of making friends with almost everybody she meets and bringing people together. During Kawaki's mission to protect Kai, he sees this in her. In terms of her combat abilities, that's mostly due to her physical enhancements with the Byakugan. She's now attending the academy, so maybe she'll learn Shadow Clone Jutsu or Sengan and some of the other techniques that Naruto can do. Given that Boruto doesn't have enough chakra for it, I wonder if Himawari will be able to achieve the ability to use Wind Style, Rasen Shuriken, or Sage Mode. Given what's going on with Kara, it's more dire than ever that the new generation gets stronger. Despite this new piece, there are still some problems that need to be settled. Sarada has similarities to Sasuke, and luckily she got nothing from uselessness. Obviously she has the Sharingan, so there's that. She is an Uchiha after all, so it makes sense. In terms of her personality, I would say that she is almost nothing like Sasuke. One thing that they both have is the ability to think rationally and come up with strategy. That's probably why she was one to become Team 7 Chunin. And to explain the other side, she's obviously nothing like useless. She's not an incompetent, worthless piece of trash that would be better off dead so she doesn't take up space for screen time, better suited for any other character. She's more useful now than useless has ever been throughout the entire show. She isn't a great value ripoff of Tsunade either. She also isn't a ripoff of Sasuke. She has her own unique fighting style instead of jutsu. The only jutsu that both Sarada and Sasuke can use is Chidori, and Kakashi invented it so it's not original to Sasuke. Now, as a character, she has similarities to Naruto. Like Naruto, she strives to be the Hokage. Therefore, Konohamaru is her rival. My prediction is that Konohamaru will become the 8th Hokage and Sarada will become the 9th. The relationship between Sarada and Boruto is similar to the relationship between Naruto and Sasuke. They don't have a rivalry at all, but Sarada has said that she thinks of Boruto as a brother, and Naruto said a similar thing about Sasuke. I've seen some claims that the two have some kind of romantic interest for one another, but I haven't seen anything of the sort within any single episode of the series. I believe that Sarada's maturity is something that shocks me. Overall, she gives off the vibe of an experienced shinobi despite being the same age as Boruto and Mitsuki. She has natural leadership skills and would honestly make an amazing Hokage. She is just so serious about the idea of getting as strong as she can and reaching her goals. She doesn't goof around or do anything that's a waste of her time. She gives off that cool and nonchalant vibe that Sasuke has. It's just so refreshing to see. Maybe this is how Sasuke could have been as a kid had he not been hell-bent on killing Itachi. Mitsuki used to be my favorite character back when I watched Swag Hawkeye's video on why he dislikes Boruto. After realizing that you need to have my own opinion on the series and not be manipulated by him, I changed my mind about things and see things in a different light. Besides that, everything I liked about Mitsuki back then hasn't changed. When I think about Mitsuki, I think about an empty jar with nothing inside. Mitsuki was a blank slate and had nothing to care for. No motivation, no true will of his own, nothing. Some people claim the artificial human arc was a ripoff of the Sasuke retrieval arc, but there's too many differences. 1. Mitsuki wasn't trying to abandon the village. 2. He rejoins Team 7. 3. Mitsuki isn't seeking power. 4. There is a bigger plot going on besides Mitsuki leaving the village. There's a coup d'etat going on in terms of the artificial humans against the Stone Village and conflict between them and Onoki. There is so much more to the situation that the two arcs can't be compared. There's also more build up on Boruto's side of things, and things going on with him as well, like his conflict with Garuka. With that out of the way, let's continue talking about Mitsuki specifically. As the series goes on, one thing is made clear. Boruto is like the sun to Mitsuki. He shines brightly and illuminates him. He is a guiding light and opens up possibilities that Mitsuki simply would never come up with on his own. It's great to see him slowly but surely develop certain traits that make him stand out and showcase he's not just one of Orochimaru's experiments, but an independent being. He has grown more compassion over the time of this series. Initially, he was the kind of guy willing to kill Sumire when finding out she was responsible for people having dark chakra and being manipulated. We later see Mitsuki confront an enemy and actually show sympathy and understand the situation. It's great to see these gradual, unforced changes. Maybe we'll get to see Mitsuki shine more in later episodes of the series. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, check out my Twitter and Discord, both are in the description. If you want to know what I'm currently doing or thinking about, those two places are the best places to go. I will see you guys next time.